What's up? Anything but ASIC. And we're going to start off with mining. In fact, this whole episode is going to be about mining. The Iranian government to cut power supply for the country's legal crypto mining rigs. So, what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen when a government supports your freedom mining, quote unquote? Can't say quotes, of course. For years, the country, well, let's get into the article. For years, the country has heavily subsidized its electricity production, leading to the extremely low prices. It claims that this has now become unsustainable. But pretty much anything right now is unsustainable. According to local news outlets, ARZ Digital, the day prior, Rajab Mashhadi, a spokesperson for Iran's Ministry of Energy, said that the entity would be cutting the power supply to all of the country's licensed crypto mining farms by the beginning of July, citing an anticipated electricity deficit from the peak summer season. Mashhadi stated, there are currently 118 authorized digital currency extraction centers in the country, which must cut off their electricity supply for the national grid from the beginning of July. Last week, the country's electrical consumption recorded an all-time high of 62,500 megawatts during peak consumption, which is a significant figure. According to forecasts this week, consumption requirement will exceed 63,000 megawatts, which means we must limit electricity supply. The move comes after the country's Ministry of Energy reported a disappointing gain of 1.2 gigawatts to its power generation capacity in 2021. This was well below the projected gain of 3.5 gigawatts, leading to a power use deficit. Due to international sanctions, Iran lacks the investment needed in power generation capacity and natural gas production to keep up with consumption. On the other side, demand is soaring partly because, due to the country's extremely low electricity prices, average household electricity in Iran costs as little as 0.005 cents per kilowatt hour, a fraction of the 0.024 cents per kilowatt is neighbor Iraq, and 0.159 cents per kilowatt in the United States. Man, we're up to 15 cents already? Jeez. For political reasons, the Iranian government spends over 60 billion annually in indirect subsidies to depreciate electricity prices. According to Cambridge University, Iran accounted for 0.12% of the Bitcoin network hash rate and was previously among the top 10 countries in the world by BTC mining productivity. However, its share of the Bitcoin mining market fell from a peak of 4% in the years prior, partly due to severe power shortages in the summer of 2021. So there you have it. Governments have to regulate the power supply. And from there, let's talk about some GPU prices. GPU prices are still in decline. It's Bitcoin's sorrow, gamers' joy. Times are hard for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but gamers are in luck as GPU prices are now more affordable. Yay. The prices of graphics processing units, also known as graphic cards, are undoubtedly still a far cry from the manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP. However, they aren't what they used to be either, especially considering what GPU prices looked like just a year ago. For instance, the price of a GPU from the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 30 series is 40% over its MSRP according to the reports from 3D Center, whereas AMD's Radeon RX 6000 is up 7% from its MSRP from April 17th and May 8th. On the other hand, it is the first time since January that AMD's Radeon RX 6000 has dropped below 10% over MSRP. Meanwhile, just a month ago, these same prices were 19 and 12% above their MSRP, respectively. NVIDIA RTX 3080 currently goes for a price range between $1,000 and $1,300, despite being such a long distance away from its $699 MSRP. The price is still down by almost 30% from its peak at $1,800. Regardless of the question on everyone's mind remains whether perhaps the falling GPU prices are in some way related to the current cryptocurrency market situation. Presently, there's almost no digital asset, big or small, that hasn't been hit by the crypto market tsunami. While crypto continues to crash, GPUs are becoming increasingly affordable. So one might wonder what is responsible for the continuous fall of the GPU prices in recent times. The founder and CEO of Aldrin, Hisham Khan, believes that the bull market in the crypto space benefit GPU makers such as NVIDIA a lot. If the current market downturn and sell-off continue together with a prolonged period of low activity in the crypto space, that would definitely impact GPU makers. He told Cointelegraph, if you're mining Bitcoin and other cryptos with a NVIDIA graphics card, the amount of time that you would need to spend mining after committing capital to buy these GPUs would depend on the price of the crypto assets. If the price drops, you would need to mine longer to break even, which might deter people from jumping into mining. Factors that cause GPU price hikes. GPU prices can go frenzy for several reasons, and for some of them include high demands for new products, global chip shortages, supply chain issues, and increased demand that stems from the crypto boom. Firstly, as happens with almost every upcoming product, there's the promise of a better feature or performance over the predecessor, resulting in an increased demand for the product and an unavoidable price increase. For instance, while NVIDIA and AMD are set to release their next generation graphics cards, one can expect some sort of overpricing. That should also, in a way, lower the prices of the cards that are already out on the shelves. Nope. According to a report by Digital Trends, some believe that once both the NVIDIA and AMD launch new products, any other GPU that currently still exists will undoubtedly dip in price or go even below their MSRPs. Secondly, with a chip shortage happening, production graphics cards become even more cumbersome, and then there is a struggle to lay hands on a few GPUs in circulation. Just as expected, demand rises and price inevitably shoots up as well. Lastly, there are some strong links between graphics cards and the cryptocurrency market, as GPUs can be used to solve cryptographically intense process of proof of work blockchains like Bitcoin. Who wrote this? Seriously. When's the last time somebody mined Bitcoin with a GPU? Seriously? According to the Digital Trends report, in 2021, around 25% of our graphics cards sold in the first quarter of the year went to crypto miners. That accounts for nearly 700,000 GPUs, as seen many times in the past. When crypto is booming, GPU prices are mostly up and vice versa. What's this article? Who wrote this? You were all wrong. May 25th, 2022. So it's not an old article. GPU frenzy conservative reasons, including high demands, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin stars gamers luck. Klein believes that whether the gamers are into non-fungible tokens or crypto, I would say that the branding and so far on what NFT and crypto community has done for the gaming space has not been received very well, he said. The common sentiment, if you just look up at the top streamers that play games, NFT and the crypto are extremely bad. Everything is written off as just a scam. So there's a necessity for good actors in space to create a fun and sustainable game that would benefit from leveraging crypto and tokenization technology, not to the other way around. The current fall in GPU prices may be attributed to the current cryptocurrency market situation, crypto prices took a dive, and in the summer, in the same manner, graphics cards prices are declining in the price as some smaller miners relying on ad hoc operations with GPUs exit the market. However, some believe the graphic card prices have been falling consistently over some time. In fact, in February 2022, a report by Tech Times already suggested that a price slash across the board on some GPUs seen. It should be noted that the crypto market crash did not exactly happen overnight either, as the market has begun a general downturn since the start of year started. Although volatility and the crypto market go hand in hand, the past week has been one of the wildest ever in the crypto space. Ever since reaching all-time highs in November 2021, the two leading cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, have been on a downward spiral. And once it got to the aforementioned top two, the bear market, or the so-called crypto winter, came for the whole ecosystem. According to the Reuters report, however, the recent crash saw the cryptocurrency market lose about $800 billion in value within a month. And through GPU prices, and though GPU prices and gamers live for this to happen, miners do not. Miners are usually rewarded 6.25 Bitcoin for cleaning the block. According to Investopedia, that means that around last November, when Bitcoin price was around $55,000, the reward for completing a hash would have been around $344,000. But today's BTC trades around $30,000, and the reward figure is expected to be around $188,000 for completing the hash. Meanwhile, increasing electricity costs and higher mining difficulty are cutting into the profit margins in cryptocurrency miners, which may drive some to the exit the market. In addition to the current market conditions, there are also issues on Ethereum's migration to proof of stake model. This, from the consensus mechanisms, rely not only on miners solving cryptographic puzzles, but verify transactions, but on the stake tokens to maintain the health of the networks, entirely defeating the aim of mining and thus opening up a massive supply of GPUs to the regular gamer. Recent research from the popular analysts and pioneers in graphics industry, John Petty, who is also the head of the John Petty Research, has claimed that cryptocurrency miners usually make massive bulk GPU purchases for their operations. Red Panda. So now the crypto prices are on a downward trend. The graphics card market is said to be largely affected. Meanwhile, it's quite important to understand that crypto may eventually recover, and when the market does recover, chances are the GPU prices could go up again, especially considering the ties between GPU prices and the crypto market that have been established so far. My thoughts are, once Ethereum's gone to proof of stake, it's just gone. We're not having this big spike in GPUs ever again. Ethereum was the backbone, and by some stroke of luck, if something were to take Ethereum's place, most likely not going to be Ethereum Classic. It's not going to be mined by GPUs, it's going to be mined by ASICs most likely. So the gamers can have all the GPUs they want now. In fact, you could probably say that you're probably not going to get this onslaught of new highly performant GPUs every 4 years, because there's not going to be a need for them. In fact, the GPU market is going to probably look like it did before 2017 when we just had the top thing then was the 580 and the 1660 supers. And yeah, that's what it is. But I think the only way you're going to mine Bitcoin with a GPU is if you go through NiceHash and have it auto swap. But I don't know who wrote this. They're just completely out of touch. But they are somewhat right. Proof of stake thing. So what do you guys think? You think this is the end of GPU mining? You think GPUs will stay cheap for now, forever? Or do you think with Intel entering the game, with the GPU game, we might see increases in prices in just their stock? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you later.